So as a result of the IDF needing to call up so many reserves, the actual life of Israel, the everyday tasks, has had a massive labor shortage. Hi, I'm Isaac Woodward, director of the Philos Leadership Institute, and I'm here today at Kibbutz Moran in the north of Israel, close to the border of Lebanon. And today we're wrapping up day one of some work that we're doing with young Christian leaders who have traveled across to Israel to learn about the conflict, to study the details and nuances of life in Israel, both historically and post-October 7th, and what the effects have been. And this particular effort that we're doing is trying to fix a large problem that people don't often think about that happens as a result of war. It hurts people really on both sides of the conflict here, both Palestinians and Israelis. So as a result of the IDF needing to call up so many reserves, call people up to defense, and then also pull people from civilian labor to military adjacent jobs like manufacturing for weapons and other kind of things that has kind of a knock-on effect. The actual life of Israel, the everyday tasks, growing in the garden, agricultural products, factories, and everything else that's not directly war related has had a massive labor shortage. What that means in effect is millions of tons of agricultural products are left to rot or weeds grow up, and really the effects of it for the economic stability and productivity for the country, for both Arab Israelis that live here, over 2 million of them, and then also for the rest of the population, which are Jewish Israelis, is really devastating. So each time we come over here with these leaders, we want to do two things, not just learn intellectually about the case for Zionism, why it's important to understand Israel as a beacon of hope and a representation of pluralism where Jews, Muslims, and Christians can all live in harmony within the state under secure processes and have economic productivity, but also take that knowledge we acquire and then put it into practice too with our values of working in the dirt, providing our labor and our sweat to try to help lessen some of the economic effects that are coming. So it's always really rewarding as we take people to experience this part of life in Israel. It's beautiful, as you can see behind me, and life-giving to be working in the Holy Land and have kind of a direct effect on this. And something that also people, particularly who are overly critical of Israel, miss is that these labor shortage effects and the result of terror has a large negative effect on Palestinians also that live in the West Bank. Gaza, everyone kind of already gets, but after the war, as a result of security measures and basic necessities, the ability for agricultural workers and others who have permits to travel across the West Bank to work in Israel is massively limited due to security concerns. That's not what the Israelis want. People on farms like this, on Kibbutzim and other places, have decades of working alongside Jews, working with Arabs, contributing to products. Sometimes they go back to live in Israel and sometimes crossing the border into the West Bank. This was a mutually beneficial exchange which has been key to Israel and the whole region. And as a result of the horrific acts on October 7th, that's been halted. And that has effects where the actual ability for people in the West Bank to feed their families and also people in Israel is being hampered. So it's very easy to just simplify the conflict and just say, it's only the interests of Jews here, or only the interests of Palestinians or Arabs here. But really, the majority of people in this region, aside from a small evil sect known as Hamas, is massively devastated by this conflict. The only people that profit are those that want death and destruction and to terrorize not only the Israeli population, but also their own population in Gaza. So what it means to support Israel, to volunteer to do this work, is to really work in the best interests of everyone across the Holy Land. And that's what we're here to do and educate about at the Philos Project.